Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
Okay. So, where were we? Ah, yes, I remember.
Ah, yes.
Oh,
Evil bastard.
Nightmares. He's probably had them all pre-planned. He's just gonna copy paste them to us.
I need. Are you all within 30 feet of each other, or are you sort of in a string?
I thought we agreed we were in a string.
Yeah.
String.
Okay, string.
So, who are the closest people to Arya?
I guess I would be.
I'll probably be after that.
So is Arya's at the end rather than being in the middle?
That probably makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Well, since Arya had the crystal, it would make sense if Arya was
Okay.
like on the edge.
Yeah, and V is like as far away from that as possible.
Yeah.
Arya,
So otherwise we all three can't cast
I
shadows.
need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. Grim, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Oh, well, I already had
Oh,
advantage.
yay.
I guess that's. Wisdom is the only thing I.
Oh,
shit.
Oh,
I
thank
guess
God
Oh
for
wait,
the
yeah.
advantage.
Thank God for advantage.
Well, actually, I get advantage from my gnome cunning as well. Double advantage. It's great.
Gnome cunning.
Double advantage
Gnome
is
cunning
great.
isn't against magic effects, though, is it? Because
guess-
it's being
oh.
charmed.
Saving throws against magic.
Saving
Intelligence,
throws against-
wisdom, and charisma.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, you passed
Okay.
anyway, so
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. And I had advantage anyway.
yeah, none of
Double advantage.
none of you are affected by night terrors.
Woo.
We got this.
Nice.
Well, that proved very effective.
See how long this lasts, though.
Hmm.
All right, go.
More
onwards.
hex crawling. I
Yeah.
can understand why it's called hex crawling now. 'Cause it takes
Yeah.
so fucking long.
It takes a while, yes.
Why does that only hit you now?
I don't know.
Okay, so another 5 tiles means. Oh, hold on, I'm rolling the wrong dice.
Oh, we could have taken the shortcut.
Yeah, that one. Well, no, we would have happened anyway, I think, last time.
Okay, about halfway into the day, I won't make you move back the 2 tiles before you made it to the crossroads. You basically see up ahead of you that there are a pair of travellers on the road with a pack horse ahead of you.
Very nice.
They
Are
have not
elves?
noticed you yet. They appear to be wood elves, yes.
Cool. I don't think we need to be too suspicious.
Famous last words.
Yep.
Yeah.
If we die, let's put that on
On our
context
tombstone.
D&D.
I don't think we need
Yeah,
to be
and
too
our
suspicious.
tombstone. I don't think we need to be too suspicious. It's fine.
Half an hour later, half the party's dead.
Yep.
Okay.
We all have to make new characters.
So what you doing?
We are on our way to the capital, so it would make sense if we meet other actual people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to
So I think
non-actual
we just
people.
so we just keep
like,
walking.
Supposed to fake people.
as opposed to evil folk.
So I
Oh,
guess
fair
we just keep walking then.
The elves hear you approaching from behind, and they turn around and they sort of give you a polite wave.
Can I wish them safe travels in Elvish?
You may certainly. They do the same thing that every elf that you've greeted them in Elvish has done, where they sort of look at you a bit weird and they're just sort of like, and to you too.
Yeah. I love that reaction. I'm gonna keep doing it. Every time I meet an elf for the first time, I'm gonna make sure that in that first meeting, I speak Elvish and see if it freaks them out. I just love the reaction. Shut up.
Do you do anything else?
No, I'm just gonna be very polite.
Anybody?
No.
No,
Okay.
maybe nod politely in their direction.
If you don't speak to them, they just nod back at you and carry on walking. They are a little bit slower than you. So eventually you will just sort of bypass them. So yeah. Bypass them.
Cool.
Cool.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye, random people that we pass on the road.
Bye forever.
Look, we can't adopt everyone.
Okay.
But I want to.
Yeah, and you basically arrive just before a fork in the road as evening passes. Whoops, I've just knocked my spoon over.
Good job.
Rip spoon.
That is an event you've already done, so nothing happens.
Okay, good.
You may spend another night's rest.
Shall we try hunting again?
I'll help hunting this time.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll try hunting as well, actually.
So
Oh, we'll go.
I need nature checks followed by survival.
Oh, yay.
Well,
Oh wow, those low rolls.
right. Eh.
Well, you tried.
We have tried, haven't we?
Okay, between you all, you managed to find like a handful of nuts and berries. You may expend one less provision than you would normally.
Is that everyone or all the people who just hunted?
Just one person.
Just one person.
Wait, what?
Just one person between all of us.
Just one person.
So
deducts
you
one
are
ration.
expending
Everyone else
4
deducts a
rations
ration.
today instead of 5.
Okay.
So
Who's not gonna expend the ration? Is a question.
well, I got like a free ration with the rabbit curry, so I
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who
And
has
who
who
else?
has more than 5? Okay, who has the most rations?
more than.
I have 5 right now.
Yeah, I've also got 5.
Yeah, I have 5 as well.
Same.
I'll deduct 1.
Wait,
You
do we
guys
all have
just
5
figure
then?
out.
How many do you have, Grin?
Also 5. How do we all have 5?
Oh, okay, so we've all got 5.
Well, that's fine.
Alright. Who's not deducting then?
Kelariis, go. Everyone else just
No.
deduct 1. Just
No,
pick a
what-
random
what?
person.
Ah,
Bro.
Clarice could always do the thing of no, hand it to someone else.
yeah, screw that. She's gonna deduct one. She's not gonna. She'll be like, nah. Oops, that's the wrong number. So somebody else.
Feed it
don't do
to
it.
Lyra?
Lyra, eat the
Guys,
nuts and
what is
berries.
the point of hunting then?
Look, we can be nice to Lyra.
You can feed
Not
the
a
berries.
problem.
You can feed the berries to the dog. That is a perfectly legitimate decision.
You know what? I don't care. I've deducted a ration. The rest of you can do what you want.
Okay. If nobody else eats the berries, the dog eats the berries.
Wow.
Right, I'll keep a ration then. If everyone else deducts.
Guys, this is not a hard exercise.
I know.
We're all too nice to each other.
Look.
We're all just like, no, you take them. No, you take them. No, you.
Okay. I'm gonna need some checks again if people are gonna sleep.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throws.
Same people, I guess.
So if whoever is holding it, wisdom saving throw, whoever is the one closest to the person holding it, wisdom saving throw with advantage.
As I said, do we
Yeah,
want to keep doing the
Arya's
same
taking-
people, or do we want
I was
to
gonna say, should we
alternate?
rotate it or?
I feel like it
Rotate
wouldn't
the burden.
matter.
Well, because the only thing is that it feeds off of magic, is what I'm
Yeah.
like is one of the things it does. So I'm worried because you're one of the more magical people.
Not
Inherently.
really.
Well, Grim's the only non-slightly magical
Well,
one.
I could carry it.
Well, it's just a thought to consider. I'm not saying like.
Like then instead of having Arya hold it, Arya's just watching over me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I'm just like the next person in line,
Okay,
I
so
can
basically,
still
it's just going to be
see you.
you two constantly doing the whiz save.
which is fine.
Alright, we'll do
I
that.
hope.
Until you fail it.
Until I fail it and have a horrible
It's
nightmare.
okay,
and
we'll have-
flashbacks.
It's okay, because there's 3 people who won't be making the save, then there'll be 3 people ready for comforts.
Okay, so I'm holding and you're watching
I'm
over.
watching you. Yeah,
Okay. You're watching me.
I'm watching you sleep.
Good. Well,
Oh,
that's
dear.
great.
Oh, you're dead.
Oh!
Oh, I don't think I'm any better.
No, you passed it, I think, because you don't have disadvantage. Grim does.
Why does Grim have disadvantage?
Oh
I don't
no.
think he has advantage. I think he just has.
Advantage.
Oh yeah,
no
never mind.
advantage.
Sorry, I'm
He
dumb.
he,
Oh,
he still has his
should-
advantage from his Gnomish cunning,
But it wouldn't matter. I'm
but it
pretty
doesn't
sure.
matter because he's failed anyway.
He's failed both of them.
Grim, you wake up with an image in your mind and a terrible feeling.
Hmm.
The image is of a man wearing a skull mask, and you get the terrible feeling that basically you get the feeling that he knows everything, like where you are, what you're planning.
Oh god.
Yeah, you wake up feeling awful.
Can we insight
Okay.
check on how both Arya and Grim are feeling?
You can ask them. You have to ask them before they
Yeah,
can,
okay.
they show anything.
No, I'm doing alright.
You're sure about that one?
I'm sure.
Now we can insight check him, because he said he's alright.
Well, no, he has to deception it first, I think. Doesn't he?
Well,
Oh.
if he's making an attempt to lie and you're making an attempt to find out, it needs to be an opposed roll. Yes.
Well, is it technically a lie if he's okay? He's just not perfect. No, it's fine.
Yeah, you are being disingenuous.
Well,
Boom.
Why am I so bad?
Wait, let me roll.
Hey, it's
let me
still
roll.
better than his deception, so you still know what he's on
No,
about.
he's got advantage.
no, I have
No.
efficiency bonus,
Yeah, he just has.
which I already have
proficiency.
included.
Oh.
So basically, everybody beats me.
You're just like,
We
I'm
all
fine,
know
and
you're
everyone
not
just
fine.
looks at you like, no, you're not.
Like,
Yeah, he's quite clearly trying to be the tough man.
I can handle this. It's fine. It's just some night terrors.
Even then, we should probably switch it up next night, so maybe someone else can lie a little bit closer to it. Actually, shit, do I
Because-
know that it has anything to do with proximity?
No.
I take it back.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Well-
we assume we told you.
we
You
could,
can
like,
you can
deduct it.
assume that because you haven't had any you can assume that because you haven't had any nightmares that whatever you're doing is working.
Well, and then whilst we were in like the hole, it only affected us, not like a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't we get straight
Yeah.
up told by someone that by Silverbrook?
But yeah, well, Silverbrook's also a good.
Yes,
demonstration.
Yeah.
but the assumption that you are now making that changing it up and sleeping like you are sleeping is helping is reinforced by the fact that none of the rest of you have had terrors. So it
maybe
seems that
I'll
your
take it.
strategy is working to a degree.
okay. Well, maybe I'll take it tonight then.
Well, hang on,
If-
because when
if
it
we
first
switch it-
affected us, the rest of you were a lot more shaken up than I was. I can always take it.
Yeah, well, it wasn't too bad this time round. I think it's calming down, in a sense. But yeah. I'll
Very
just
well.
I'll just carry it throughout the day, and then tomorrow someone else can, or like this evening someone else can take over.
Very well.
We're just playing hot potato with this thing.
I mean, basically.
Yep. That's fine.
Alright, party leader.
Take
Let's
us
go,
away.
go, go.
For starters, which direction are you going?
This
Right.
way.
Okay.
I feel like that's kind of obvious, considering we're not going to go to that town in the ass end of nowhere.
Yeah, there's no point trying to go there for supplies because that'll use up all our supplies getting there.
Like,
Then we'll have to
you are
party
still
back.
following the road, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Move me 2 tiles to start with. Okay. As you pass under the boughs of these trees, you notice that the trees here are starting to be a little bit different to what you're used to. The tree cover is it's beginning to change, and actually the temperature is beginning to change a little bit as well. You've been noticing that it's getting a little bit, starting to get like a little bit colder as you're sort of going north, and you've steadily been climbing out of the lowlands of the forest, and you're starting to go up a little bit. And you notice that the trees, especially particularly in the thick grove that is off to one side of the path, are starting to become sort of more. They're more like evergreen trees rather than deciduous trees. And as you travel for a short while, V, you get a peculiar sensation that you're being watched.
Mm. Alright, the last time I had that feeling, I was bitten by a spider. Can I look around? Is there anything around us?
Make me a perception check. Okay. There's a lot of trees around. And it's almost like... It's almost like you keep thinking that you're catching glimpses of there'll be like a rustling tree branch or something, and you'll turn and it'll just be like, it'll be almost like blowing in the wind, but it doesn't feel like there's enough wind to be making it blow, and it's putting you a little bit on edge.
I guess I can ask, like, does anyone feel a little bit uneasy?
Not really.
No?
None of you have a passive perception higher than 16, do you?
I doubt it.
No.
None of the rest of you have noticed.
Well, let's just keep walking then.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Are you gonna keeping an eye out?
Yeah, sort of like, I don't know, looking over a shoulder occasionally, but mostly just like, keep walking.
Okay, roll me another perception check.
Oh boy.
And
you go. Whoops.
Oh my god, the forest moved!
the entire
Amusingly enough, the fact that I accidentally dragged that.
Trance.
Oops.
At one point, V, you're pretty sure you saw... like almost like a leafy head disappear between
Nope.
2 of the trees.
I'm not here for ints. I'm not here for them.
This wasn't ent-sized.
I have a leafy head too. What are you trying to say, Luka?
Oh, that's true.
You still get the sensation you're being watched.
I'm just like, guys, I really think there's something here or following us. I don't know.
Now that's been
Can-
pointed out. Can I have a look?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can look around.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Wow.
Oh, guess you might as well have a look.
Yep. Kelariis and her shitty perception. Let's go.
I mean,
Oh,
I mean, it's the
Oh.
same as V. Oh, no tiefling girls have been spotted.
damn.
Vondal,
Leafy tiefling girls.
there's
Yeah.
trees bloody everywhere.
Fucking trees!
You're not sure at
God
what
damn
point,
it.
but you think you may have wandered into a forest.
I mean,
Perfect.
you don't fucking say. We've been in a forest for the last week, pretty much. That's 2 weeks.
For like a month, I don't know.
You've
Last
been in the
3
forest
weeks.
for a long time.
it's trees
Been in
everywhere.
we've been in the forest like 80% of this campaign.
Oh yeah, you sort of like, you take a cursory glance around, but you don't see anything that like registers your attention at first sight. There's no disturbed animals or anything that would indicate something moving around. At least, usually. Grim, you sort of, again, you look around and there isn't really anything to see. Kelariis, you turn to V to say, sort of like, what exactly is it that you think you're seeing? And you could swear, for half a moment, there was a figure behind V, walked into the
Oh,
tree and
no.
disappeared.
Wait, into a tree or into like the trees?
Into a tree.
Are we with druids? Dryads.
Um,
Oh god. It's like that first bit from High Rollers. There's people just phasing into trees.
I don't know how
Having
I
a
feel about
weird
this.
spirit battle with glowy hair.
I think something or someone just walked into that tree, and I kind of not like put my arm out point, but like kind of just in that direction of the figure and the tree.
Vondal's gonna ask the
To
same question
most of
Jayla.
you, this sounds ridiculous. V, this doesn't sound ridiculous.
Vondal's gonna ask the same question Jayla asked, which is, do you mean into the tree line or into a
Yeah.
tree?
So into the.
I'm just gonna
tree.
walk over to the tree that she indicated, and I'm gonna like touch it and be like, "This tree? Do I feel anything?"
It's a tree.
Oh.
Make me an Arcana check.
It's a tree. Thank you.
Fuck,
for your
it's a
insight.
tree.
No, yeah,
420 strikes again.
At the wrong time.
if there was a magical presence there, you don't feel it now. But to most of you, this like Kelariis' notion that somebody just walked into a tree and disappeared is a bit weird. V, to you, it's not weird.
Do dryads usually do that?
Dryads have
They
a natural ability called Tree Stride, yes.
Yeah. Can I say like call out in Sylvan? Like, is anyone there?
Roll me a perception check. Wow, okay.
Nailed it.
Hey.
Nice.
Very quickly, you see three other figures that do exactly the same thing. And you
What?
definitely saw them this time.
Like walking into trees?
Yep. Almost as if you spooked them a little bit by shouting and they just, or calling, and they just went, ooh, and just stepped into them and disappeared.
Well then.
Um,
Curious.
should we just
You think you might be being observed by dryads?
well,
Uh,
shall we keep going?
no, they're dryads.
Well, I mean, they don't really seem like they want to be seen. But you're welcome. You can try and like you try talking to them more. Like that's fine. Kelariis is like, I don't know what to do now.
Like, I think the reason they don't come out is because V is not alone.
I'm gonna say in Sylvan, hello, these are my friends and they mean no harm. Why are you following us?
Okay, roll me persuasion. Okay.
Bad.
You see in the distance like that you've started to be able to pick them out now, and you definitely see some figures sort of like step out of the trees and be like they're watching you from a distance, and they seem to be dryads are naturally curious about intruders in the forest anyway. They're curious about quite a lot of things. They're interested in your companions, but most of them are watching you.
I don't know what to say. Like, what do they want? Can I say like, hi, I'm a half dryad from another grove. I'm simply passing by. In Sylvan.
Yeah, sure. How far away from the rest of the group are you sort of stand? Have you like walked towards them, or are you still sort of with the group?
Yeah, I'm kind of like ditching the path a little bit and like walking into the.
Yeah. One of them disappears into the tree and sort of reappears next to you, or probably like 40 feet away from you. And they regard you curiously, and they're sort of they're quite different to the dryads that you know as family. Like they're sort of, well, they're more evergreen than like you are, where your hair is sort of like leafy and changes colours with the seasons. Theirs is sort of like spiky, and they've got like they're all fairly tall, and they're, I hesitate to say chunky because they're kind of like humanoid, but they're more built than most dryads that you know. Much like evergreen, like sort of pine trees. But they're basically like evergreen dryads, slightly different from what you recognise. And the one that appears in front of you and says, "You are a long way from home."
Yes, I am traveling with my friends to the capital. I'm afraid my mother's tree is sick, so I'm looking for a cure.
When you mention that, they sort of the dryad who's talking to you looks at the others and steps into the tree, disappears, reappears a couple of feet, like quite a few feet away. Whispers to some other dryads, steps back into the tree, reappears next to you, and as do two more dryads.
I just look at my companions like, this is normal. This is what they do.
This is fine.
They don't walk anywhere.
Like, you know when you're really confused about something and you just kind of tilt your head a bit, like, what? Vondal is doing that with the most confused expression on his face he's ever had.
But they basically say, I'm sorry to hear about your tree's sickness. Your friends are very strange.
Yes, they accompany me.
They
We
are
help
not-
each other out to make sure that that we travel safely.
Many of them are not elves.
No, but they are still trustworthy people.
Racist.
No, they've just never seen non-elves before. Or at least not non-elves of your kind. And it's more a curiosity than anything. They're just
Yeah.
sort of like they're talking to you, but now that they've sort of established who you are, they're less interested in you and more interested in your companions.
Can I be like, yeah, I was surprised by the Dragonborn too. They're very strong.
Dragon Ball.
They nod and they're like, looks like it.
I love how only Arya can understand this whole conversation as
Yeah.
well.
Also, Arya's probably at this point like a little bit too far away to hear clearly if you're talking at normal volume.
Oh yeah.
When Vondal sees they start talking, he starts tilting his head even more to the side, like, what the fuck?
Well,
Yeah, they don't seem to want anything. They just seem to be curious about you and your party.
Is there anything else you want to hear? We really should be going now.
They all sort of like look a little bit disappointed.
Aw.
Aww,
Oh.
my friends.
And they're sort of like yes, okay. It was very interesting to meet you.
Yes, likewise. I hope our paths will cross again, sisters.
They sort of they look at each other and nod. It's like if I assume you then sort of turn away and leave,
Yeah.
and they just sort of like they just watch you go, and like as you carry on, you catch glimpses of them from time to time, and they're still sort of just watching you.
I wave at them every single time.
Yeah. Okay.
When V
Sometimes
comes to
they
the
wave
party-
back.
When V comes back to the party, can Vondal just go, can you do that?
No.
Yeah,
What
they-
are they doing?
I prefer walking places. Oh, they just, they can walk from tree to tree. My mother does it all the time. She never walks anywhere. Very lazy.
Very lazy.
Yeah, these droids, by the way, to the rest of you, are just all completely stark naked.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh, right.
Oh right, yeah.
Which to
Forgot
V is
about that
completely
part.
normal.
I'm just gonna go.
Did they not do
God, I
that?
wish I could do that with mountains. That'd be cool.
I think the theory's a little different there, because trees have roots.
Can you whisper to rocks?
God, I wish.
That'd be pretty
Although I don't
cool.
think a rock would have much to say.
No,
Yeah, most trees
Possibly.
don't either.
I mean Arya's probably knows what's happening because she's from the Feywild, so she's not that impressed.
Yeah, no. There's definitely creatures that are
There's definitely weirder shit out
yeah.
there.
There's weirder stuff in the Feywild. I mean, you have literal teleporting dogs, so
Yeah,
Blink dogs.
I'm really unimpressed.
Oh, dogs.
well, it was still weird for you to see like alpine evergreen dryads. You've never seen that before. You've never been sort of like you've never seen them this far north before.
I mean, I don't think I've ever seen the evergreen kind.
I mean,
but
also, yeah, based on the map.
Yeah, but you've never been outside your grove.
true.
Sorry, Rob. Based on the map, shouldn't we be seeing more evergreens as we go further north, given the mountains? So it's gonna
Yes.
get colder.
Yes. That's
So
why I
why
was
is it-
describing how, as you were climbing, the trees are changing.
But why is it unusual to find them this far north? What?
No, like dryads
Oh,
Dryads
dryads
like
in
that.
general fought this far north.
No, it's merely that Arya has never seen dryads this far north. She has only ever been this far north once when she was significantly younger. And she never saw any dryads.
Fair enough.
Like, meeting V for the first time was not unusual to you, but you'd never spoken to a dryad before, or a half-dragon. It's the same principle. Just because you know what one is and you don't find it completely alien doesn't mean you've never seen one before.
Can I sort of go like to my party like, oh, I'm sorry they're so curious, you know, they always like meeting new people and seeing new things.
It's alright. They don't mean any harm.
Should be fine.
They said they've never met any non-elves before, so.
I mean, they're not trying to hurt us. So what's the problem?
If anything, you just feel a little bit homesick.
Yeah,
Aww.
Oh.
I miss my teleporting tree mom.
Teleporting tree mom. So what? We've got buff dragon mom and teleporting tree mom.
Yeah.
Teleporting
Look,
nudist
if my-
tree mum.
If my teleporting tree mom ever gets into a battle, it'll be badass, just saying.
God, how many moms have we got now? We've got tree teleporting dryad mom. We've got buff dragon mom. We've got strict blacksmith mom. Jeez, what's next?
It's almost as if you all have mothers. How strange.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, weird. Kelariis doesn't actually have children. That's
What? Oh.
She's an adoptive mother.
oh, there you go.
I adopt many.
Anyway,
Apparently.
Well, she's also the youngest.
you have 3 more tiles.
Yep.
And nothing happens.
Hooray! We're just watched by dryads.
You are watched by dryads until you reach basically the perimeter of the grove, and you notice like basically they sort of stand on the perimeter of the grove, but they won't go anywhere.
Oh God, what would have happened if we'd had an encounter like something had attacked us while the dryads were watching? Would the dryads have helped us?
Potentially.
Not all of them, like, not a lot of them have, like, very potent magic, so I'm not sure if they could do a lot.
Yeah. Oh well. Still would have been cool.
Yeah, most dryads tend to run from trouble, although some of them do have abilities that they can use to help. Yes, you guys set up camp basically like on a short distance away from like the perimeter of the grove. You could kind of sleep in the perimeter of the grove if you really wanted.
No, I'd like to.
If V wants to, why not?
Sure.
The only thing is we will be having the Wraith Shard near them.
Oh shit, yeah.
We'll just let them know not to sleep too close to whoever's holding it. Or not to go. Yes, well, yeah, I guess sleep
I
too
mean,
close.
we can just put V at the end of the line and they can sleep by her.
Yeah, but
I mean,
they'll
yeah,
be curious and walk over to you.
There's nothing to stop you guys sleeping outside the perimeter and then V sleeping inside.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay. So you guys set up camp and you guys sort of like you settle down, you light a fire, you put up your whatever cover it is that you sleep under. I keep saying tents, but none of you actually have a tent. You're just sort of like sleeping under like lean-tos and blankets.
Yeah.
Like you sort of wander off, and you like as you get towards the perimeter of the glade, they all sort of like cluster around you, and they're all sort of like watching them light the fire with sort of like almost horrified curiosity. Because they're just like, oh, that's dangerous.
Can I just, like, talk to them about, like, I don't know, everything we've done and everything I've heard and read and stuff? Because dryads love, like, stories and myths as well, so...
You can... Roll me a performance check.
A performance check.
Aww.
See how elaborate it is.
Shit.
Okay. You're
Not very elaborate.
you're not very like sort of coherent with your storytelling because your brain sort of runs to all the stuff that happened and you just sort of talk about it. But the dryads sort of like they're like nodding earnestly and they gasp at all the right moments and
And I showed him my magical broom.
Yes. Some of them are a little bit like confused by it. Sort of examine it.
Every now and then, Vondal's like looking over to make sure V's okay.
You basically just notice a cluster of dryads around V. V just seems to be just talking endlessly without pausing for breath.
Well, at least
one of-
she's-
Even breathe?
It's
one of them
exactly
is-
how she was when we first met. It's
One of them is druid crafting your hair.
oh my god.
Aw.
That's cute.
Vondal smiles. Because it's exactly how she was when we first met her. And she deserves that.
Family, man.
She is
I love family.
she is naive and innocent once more.
Hooray.
So yeah.
Right, who's making the check? Onto the darkness.
On to darkness after that.
I mean, I can. I don't really mind.
Do you want me to take it tonight instead?
I mean, either way, I think Grim has a point with the fact that I should be looking out over whoever has it. So,
Yeah, I guess Kelariis and or Vondal are the second best options,
yeah.
magic wise.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. I can take it because, as I said last time, the dreams did happen. Vondal was the least shaken by it.
No, we'll just switch every now and then.
Whoever wants can make the check, and then whoever's watching nearby makes the one with advantage.
Okay, I'll make the non-advantage one.
I'll say with that, Arya, you sort of you sleep through your you meditate through your meditative cycle, and then you just on a whim you sort of decide to go up and check on Vondal, and he seems to be he's like sweating a little bit, and he's like sort of tossing and turning, and you sort of like you come up next to him and you wake him and you say sort of like, "Are you all right?" And he's sort of like, "Yeah," and then you might sort of turn over and go back to sleep. And because you were woken in the middle of having the nightmare, you don't have a nightmare again.
Oh, nice.
Yay! Nat 20s.
Nice.
And with that, the sun raises up over the treetops once again. Oh, yeah, you guys did you guys eat?
Oh yeah.
Yep. Let's do that.
Get rid of rations.
I'm on 3 rations. Fuck.
I think we're all on 3 rations.
Yeah.
Except
No.
Vondal.
Actually, put those rations back, because the
Giants gave me food.
Dryad family
Hell yeah!
offer you Goodberry.
Aww.
Aw. That's nice.
That's really sweet of them.
They literally all stand next to V, grow handfuls of berries each, give them to V, and then she gives them to you guys.
Hooray!
Oh.
That's nice. Right, on we go then.
Excellent.
And one more sleep away from the settlement. The big ass
The
fortress.
Citadel Storm Sea. So, you may move.
So pretty much to where the corner starts.
Okay, so 2 things happen.
Oh dear.
Okay. Basically, about halfway through your day, everybody roll me a perception check.
I've been rolling like garbage this session. It's gotta be said.
Oh my god, Kelariis did well on a perception
Oh,
check,
shit.
guys.
Yo, fight me.
She did well on the last one too.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, good point.
So, Kelariis, like you're walking like by the side of Arya for a short period, and basically the two of you notice that like what looks like a scrap of faded cloth or something blows across sort of like the path, and sort of following the logical path of where it would have come from. You notice some bushes like off to one side of the track that are basically like they seem to be like parted in a strange way, and there's like something white shining in the bush. Not perhaps shining is the wrong word. It's the white of the sunlight on it is making it stand out.
Okay.
Can we tell what that thing is, or is it literally just a white thing in the bush?
It's currently like it's little more than a discrepancy of color in the landscape, maybe like 120 feet away.
Oh. Kind of want to go check it out, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Let's point it out. Kelariis would probably. Well, does she know that? Does it seem like Arya's seen it as well? Like, can she tell that Arya's probably seen it as well?
Well, you both watch the thing blow across, and then you turn. Like you're both facing. Sort of like your both immediate reaction is to both turn towards the bush. So you're both facing the same way. So it's you assume.
Okay. To Arya, I'll probably say, let's tell the others and maybe take a look at that.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
So yeah, I guess we'll tell the other three, and I guess should both of us go or should one of us go to look?
Probably both of us.
Okay. Let's take a walk over to the weird white thing in the bush.
Okay.
Do. Oh.
Yeah. Just wanted a different change of scene.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys walk over to this bush. Are you sneaking up on it or just walking?
I'll leave that to Arya to decide, and I'll follow suit.
I mean, we don't really have any reason to pick up on it.
So just walk over.
You just walk up to it.
Cool.
As you get closer, roll me perception checks again.
Everyone, or
The two are moving
nice.
closer.
All right. Well,
Arya,
I said something got worse.
with your now that you're sort of like focused on it and getting closer, your eagle vision
My eagle vision.
picks out that it almost looks like a skeleton.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And it seems to be wearing something of like a faded cloth, that the same sort of cloth that blew past you.
Can I inspect it?
Yes. Roll me a nature check. Okay, it is a human skeleton. as in race human.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be. It was wearing what looks like a cloth traveling robe, although it's like long since decayed. This is a very old skeleton. It's sort of like it's been picked clean by scavengers and sort of decayed. But basically, still embedded in sort of like the chest cavity through the robe are 2 red flighted arrows. Everything else on its person seems to basically it doesn't seem to have anything else on its person other than a small leather satchel which is lying a short distance away from the bush.
Can I look in the satchel?
Yeah, sure. You open up the satchel and inside it is a scroll case.
I open the scroll case.
You open the scroll case. It contains a scroll with some writing on it.
Can I read the scroll?
Make me an Arcana check. No.
Oh.
It is not a spell that you recognize.
Okay.
Can I take a look at the scroll?
Sure, make me an Arcana check.
Okay. I mean, I don't think I will.
Okay. You recognize a couple of words of the script. It's not a spell you recognize, but it seems to Actually, wait, is it a spell that you question?
No.
Because I didn't actually check that you could cast it. Oh, actually, no, you do recognize it. It is a scroll of dispel magic.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
Magic.
I like that spell.
That wouldn't work on the. Okay. Ouch. Let me just punch my computer on accident. Fuck, it's fine. Okay. Well, I'll probably relay that information to Arya, since she also looked at the scroll originally.
Yeah, it's a scroll of dispel magic.
Interesting. Are the arrows you said were red?
Yeah,
arrows?
they've got some sort of red feathers.
Does that have any sort of significance, or are they just arrows that have fletched with red feathers?
They're certainly distinctive. They don't have any significance to you.
Okay. Well, that's unfortunate for this person. Should we bury the bones?
It's up to you.
I asked
Probably
Arya.
a good idea.
Okay. I don't.
Is there anything else I can discern from the body? Anything of worth?
He was shot in the back.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, that's not exactly great.
It's difficult to tell, but you expect from the way he is sort of like, it is a he, by the way. It is a masculine skeleton. Like it's fallen almost as if it was fleeing, was hit, stumbled, was hit again, and fell.
It was just that scroll in the little satchel, right?
Yeah, nothing else.
Okay. Well, I guess we can just bury him. I have a shovel, so we can dig really quickly.
Yeah. You dig up a shallow grave and bury the skeleton.
Poor guy.
Meanwhile, the rest of your party just watches you do this from a distance.
Look, it's fine.
Yeah, I guess we'll Are there any stones that I could leave as like a marker, so it's not just like literally buried in the ground? Okay, cool. And just make a little pile as a marker. Nothing special, but
make a similar for what you did with the other guy way back at the temple. You sort of just pile up a small cairn and just he is buried.
Cool. Yeah.
Turn to your party.
We were just standing there like, what are you guys up to?
We told them what happened. I mean, we're not just gonna be like, yeah, let's go.
Vondal nods.
Tell them on the way. I nod back. Bro nod back, in fact.
Guys, we've already met the Bronot quota. You don't have to do it again.
No, there's nothing wrong with doing it again. How dare you?
There's nothing wrong with increasing.
You can never have enough Bronot.
Yeah. So, you carry on along the path. Are you keeping hold of that scroll, Kelariis?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell the others that I found it, but like I'll hold it for now.
In that case, just make a note of it. Because I can look up the spell at any time.
Yeah.
It's dispel magic.
Yes. Added that.
Okay. So you travel onwards for a short period, and basically as the sun begins to set, your attention is drawn by what sounds like an animalistic whooping sound. Roll me nature checks.
Well.
To V, it sounds like... Well, to V and Vondal, it sounds like the sound of hyenas, almost.
Oh.
But considering you're in the middle of a forest, that seems highly unlikely. So, the logical conclusion is gnolls.
Huh.
I feel like that revelation was supposed to be more ominous than it turned out to be.
If you guys don't know what a gnoll is,
I don't.
I
Nope.
can basically, well, I can show them to you actually.
I only know them from Warcraft.
They're the same thing from Warcraft.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
They are
okay.
hyena dog people.
Hyena dog people.
Fantastic.
Yay.
And they are universally considered to be uncivilized, an uncivilized race, and generally a thorn in the side of pretty much everybody because they have a tendency to just be scavenging raiders.
Awesome.
They appear to be by the sound of things, they are headed very swiftly in your party's direction. There's quite a few of them as well.
They are also probably pretty good at tracking, so I don't think running away is going to happen.
Yeah.
Somehow.
And none of us are wearing armor. Good.
Good.
Fantastic.
I don't like hex scrolls, because we always seem to get caught out by things without wearing armor.
You have some time. Depends. You're not really sure how much time.
Are we really going to have 10 minutes?
Possibly not, but it might be enough time to prepare something.
10 minutes isn't a lot of time, so...
What, like a trap?
Enemies aren't the only thing that can ambush.
That's true. Could set up a counter ambush.
Have us put on our armor, and in the meanwhile have, like, an ambush ready.
What? No.
No.
Surely it'd be better to just do the ambush.
Yeah, we all need to be there for the ambush.
I don't think we're gonna have enough time to put on armor, so ambush.
So if we
is-
hide in, like, the opposite tree line.
Yeah.
and prepare
Okay.
some kind of focus fire.
Yes, like
Hang
ready
on.
your ranged weapons and stuff.
Okay, I've got a plan.
I'm gonna basically say that you've got like maybe 5 minutes game time, so you can have a short period to discuss this while I set up the battle map.
Okay. I have a plan then.
What is your plan?
I would like to cast a spell. I'd like to cast a spell on Arya's bow.
What spell are you casting on it?
I would like to cast Magic Weapon. So basically,
Okay.
for an hour, it is now a magical bow that has
What?
+1 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
What?
Nice.
I mean, that's pretty useful.
That's crazy.
So you can actually use the bow for once.
What? I always use my bow. It's not my bow.
I know, but you fire like one shot and then run in with a sword every time.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not opposed
Because
to
we
that.
just all hide in the bushes.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast Magic Weapon.
Sounds good.
And who reckons they're gonna be getting stuck into the thick of things?
Probably me.
Okay. And I'm also gonna cast...
Because, I mean, I do have my sword, which is my best way of dealing damage, so...
Yeah, and I'll also cast Shield of Faith on Kelariis for +2 AC.
How long does that last?
Up to 10 minutes.
Cool.
So I'll probably try like holding off casting that, I guess, until like the ending of the preparations.
Yeah, might be a good idea.
Cool.
I mean, I don't know how long this fight is gonna go on, you think, but I don't think it's gonna be 10
Better
minutes.
I know, but better safe than sorry.
If it goes on for 10 minutes, it's a pretty bad fight. I'm telling you that much.
Yeah, I know.
That is literally.
Good.
Yeah, literally,
Oh my
literally
God.
100 rounds of combat is 10 minutes.
Jeez.
Then we both have to roll
Okay.
really, really bad.
Yeah.
You may set up anywhere on the right-hand side of the. Well, you can set up anywhere, but they are coming from the left-hand side of the map.
Okay.
So we need to be over here.
If that is what you
And
want.
I'll put my spiritual weapon in the corner for now.
Yes. That's it.
Not yet. Because that only lasts a minute, so
Might not even.
that too.
Watch as people on the VOD scream because of how many just idle tokens I have lying around because of the potential encounters. And just some of them are just completely useless. So I'm just like, yeah, you could just go over there. Don't need you.
Oh God.
And yet you didn't have one for the owlbear.
Yeah, because that was apparently an encounter I prepped before I went away for Christmas and then never finished the tokens for, and it wasn't on my to-do list when I went away
It's-
over
Welp.
Christmas.
Nope.
That happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on. How many spells is there? Yeah, so if we just let Kelariis go in first, then me and Grim will be back up. And of course,
Yep.
I guess Lyra could be back up as well, and Arya and V stay in the tree line.
Sounds good.
That should work.
So Kelariis, you have the +2 AC.
Cool. That puts me at 15 with because I have my shield as well.
By the way, guys, the green circles represent like large trees that you can use for cover if you want.
Ah.
Okay. In case they have ranged attacks of their own.
This is the part where we figure out they have red flighted arrows. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to
Okay.
think, is there any other like kind of prep spells I can use?
So, as you finish your preparations, You guys can all roll me initiative.
Bam.
Don't you need to clear the previous one?
Oh yeah, hold on.
But I think it redoes it actually.
Oh, it does
Yeah.
redo it
Yeah.
as long as you all roll it.
You'll
I
need
is
to
a 19.
change-
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. You'll need to change mine to the 19.
That music.
This is just too happy. This is not as-
I know. I was like, wow, that's really happy music for this fight.
Mm.
Maybe that's a good sign.
No.
it's not.
It's gonna be a breeze.
It just
No, it's-
wasn't as dramatic as I was thinking. I was like, that's a pretty dramatic song. We'll use that, and then I was like, no, it's not.
Hey,
The old
Oh,
A
classic.
classic.
I'm starting. I really like this piece of music.
Okay. Okay. Oop. Okay. Out of the opposite side of the forest, you see approaching a pack of gnolls.
Oh.
Here we go, boys and
Everybody
girls.
roll me stealth checks.
Oh, right.
We are in fact trying to hide.
Have fun having them fucking smell
yeah.
you.
Yep, there's Vondal.
Yep, there's me, letting the side down. This is
Okay.
when they roll natural one on perception, please.
Grim?
No. Yeah, I'm trying to. For some reason, wait, I couldn't find
Oh,
one
there
of
you
the
go.
characters.
Okay. In
Yeah.
In their whooping excitement, the gnolls do not notice you.
Oh wow.
Okay, good.
Well, that's
Basically, you guys will have one surprise round against them the moment you decide to attack. However, they will just keep moving in this direction as long as you don't attack them. So you can wait for them to get into optimal range before you attack if you want, or you can take your surprise round straight away.
Should we wait for them to get into the clearing a bit more?
You should probably wait till they all come out of cover.
And then, hang on. If we wait for them to break cover, V hits this group with sleep, or at least some of them.
Okay,
To see how many we take down, because that'll
I can do
Can,
that.
that'll keep
can
some
I
of them busy
ready-
for a while.
Can I ready an action with lightning breath for whichever? Well, if V's sleeping the group down here, then I'll when the group up on top gets close enough, I'll
You're going to
do
lightning
that.
breath them. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
may get there, depending on when they fire. You may have to take your surprise round before that becomes a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically say I hold my action until they notice us.
Well, you guys don't actually need to hold actions at the
Okay.
moment because that literally they're going to take their movement right now, which takes them to there. It's now your guys' turn. Do you want to trigger the surprise round?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Wouldn't you wait another turn?
No, I'll hit it now.
You'll still have to run a far fucking way, Grim. Just saying.
He has
Yeah.
ranged
Yeah,
weapons.
actually, yeah, they're much further away than I thought they were. Jeez. Well, I guess they'll have a chance to move towards us, so we'll be able to bait them towards us to get them in range.
Okay.
In theory. Or okay, yeah, we're going now, I guess.
Okay. One of them raises its head and seems to notice that there is something amiss.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna spring the trap now. V, sleep the ones on the left.
Oh shit. Why doesn't it give me the option to do that second level? You make me mad, Sleep.
I don't know. I'll have to have a look at it afterwards. Remind me to have a look at that afterwards.
Well, what's
Okay.
the extra? What's the extra for doing it an extra level and rolling
An extra
Oh, no.
D8. I
with the
think.
roll command?
Okay, I'll just roll one.
Extra
I was gonna
D8
say.
per level, I think. So that's
So it's 33.
33 HP worth of. I don't actually know how much HP.
Yeah, they
Okay.
get close. We stand.
I don't actually hear any music.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I can. You might want to just refresh page, or actually,
Okay.
maybe I'll stop and start it.
But yeah, Jayla, remember you can like move and to get
Yeah.
more of them with lightning breath.
Yeah, I know.
Because standing there would get both of them.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Well, I think
Oh.
even
Sound the battle music.
I think the most you're going to be able to hit is 2.
Do you hear it now?
No.
No.
Actually, I
Okay,
think if
might
I
want to
stand-
refresh.
If I stand right here, I can hit both of these two, I think, so.
Ah, there it is. Hello, music.
Actually, hold on. Let me.
Yeah, there we go. Refreshing worked.
Oh, god damn it.
Refresh really quickly then. Oh yeah, there we go.
Right, what are we waiting on here?
It is okay. Actually, technically, V's thing hasn't initiated yet because it's not actually V's turn. But Arya, you make your attack first because you react first.
Okay. I'm gonna
Remember,
shoot
you
this
have
guy.
advantage.
Yes.
And it's a magical
And
roll,
you get
so-
you get +1 to everything. Okay, yeah, that's a
Oh.
hit.
25. 11.
11 damage. Nice. You stick one of the gnolls with an arrow. Are you moving Lyra or nah?
Nah, for now, I'll keep her back.
They don't get an action because it's surprise round. V, your sleep goes off. 2 of the gnolls in the front fall prone. Kelariis, unless V has a bonus action.
No, I don't.
No.
I can move as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a regular round. It's just they don't get to act.
Gotcha. Here, and then if I... No, that's not... Okay, wait. Sorry, I need to just position it so that it hits both of... Will that hit the 2 of them if I
Yeah,
were to move one
whatever.
down?
It'll
Okay.
hit both of them.
Okay, well, I'll just stand here, basically, and
Okay.
lightning breath at
Boom!
that direction. Please don't roll shit this time. Oh my god.
Nice.
It's better than what I've been rolling, but...
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. You barbecue one of the gnolls with a lightning bolt. I'm not even going to roll his dexterity save.
Oh, snap.
And the other one fails anyway, so.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Nice.
I did
So
something.
he gets lightning bolted.
breath actually.
Grim.
I will move down 1.
Oh.
I will move slightly forward as well. And then I'll throw a dart at this
Okay.
one.
This sounds
Uh,
Yep, it's a hit.
nice.
And actually, yeah, okay. They do have.
bad.
Yeah, okay. It strikes the gnoll and it yelps. Vondal?
Okay, let's get out the spiritual weapon. I'm
Okay.
gonna pop it right there.
Swing!
Pop it there. It's gonna swing at the gnoll.
Okay. Yep, give me some damage.
Nice.
That's not as Vondal.
Oh, I realized that I wasn't.
It's because everyone refreshed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, yeah. Clout the gnoll across the snout with this weapon of sheer energy. Arya, it is your turn. You still have advantage because they still haven't acted yet.
Hang on. That's just my bonus action.
Oh yeah, it was.
So I'd like to cast Sacred Flame on the same one that Grim hit.
Okay.
Which of course is just
Swing! Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, for God's sake. I can still roll arse on the damage.
It fails the
dice.
dexterity saving throw, so it takes 2 damage.
2 damage.
Cool.
Better than nothing.
Ah, yeah. You still have advantage?
I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Which
Maybe.
guy?
This bit.
That
Oh
one,
wait,
okay.
hold
I see the one you were
Sorry.
marking over, yeah.
on. And I'm gonna use Hail of Thorns
Okay.
as well.
That does
I
hit,
have
yes,
advantage.
because you have advantage.
7 damage.
Oh, yeah, 7 damage. Magic.
Magic weapon.
And Hail of Thorns.
And roll me some damage for Hail of Thorns. Nice.
Oh my god.
Your arrow
Nice.
That's the
splits
most
into
I've ever
shards,
rolled.
peppering the gnoll, and it sort of like it sort of stops in its tracks and like frantically paws at itself as it's like filled with these barbs. At which point the one standing in front of you, Kelariis, which appears to be the leader, lets out a howl and says, "Oh, it's a fight!"
You don't fucking say.
And he's gonna run at you.
Oh,
One of
joy.
your guys is dead, 2 of them are asleep.
That's fine.
And then
Maybe.
they just got hit by a Hail of Thorns.
To be fair, you just jumped him, and he is literally reacting within 6 seconds of going, "Oh fuck, we're under attack," and he's gonna run forwards. As are actually, yeah, one of these guys is gonna run to Grim. And this one is going to... Actually, yeah, this one is going to move as well to flank you.
Oh, unfortunate. Okay, well,
This gnoll... Can you make me an attack of opportunity with your... Does spiritual weapon get attack of opportunities? I have no idea.
I think so.
We'll say that it does. Make me an attack of opportunity.
Big bada boom!
It misses.
Damn it.
This one is going to run away from the sword as it's... Kelariis.
hello.
These gnolls are holding their spears in one hand, so they attack with a one-handed attack. 2 one-handed attacks. Those are... What is your armor class?
I
18.
believe it is. Well, it's 15 because I don't have my.
Oh yes, 15 because you're
my
not wearing...
chain on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So those both hit.
Damn it.
The power of
Hang
armor,
on, that's
guys.
not right.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I see why that's... yeah. It's only the first damage roll. 13 piercing from 2 spears.
13 total.
13
Or
total.
13 each. Okay.
And you need to take 2 wisdom saving throws.
Yep. Oops, I closed.
Probably decide on
Well,
where you're rolling.
well, I mean, I
Oh,
got both of them,
boy.
so this is great.
Failed both of them.
Um,
Bad.
they override, so the one that's behind you has aggro.
Oh.
Okay.
The gnoll that ran forward is going to attack Grim as well with the same thing. It's going to crit fail, so doesn't matter.
Well,
It just
Just
bites
that
into
good.
the tree somehow.
It thinks Grim is a human from a distance. It gets closer. He's too short, so he's like, "Oh, the fuck."
It's more that it's totally surprised by this tiny gnome running out of the tree line that it tries to hit you with a spear rather than stabbing you, and it just like you're just like okay, just sort of block it casually. The one that ran to the one side is going to take a shot at Arya with its longbow.
Oh god.
What is your armor class, Arya?
14.
That's a hit. 6 piercing. A red-flighted arrow embeds itself in your shoulder.
Yeah.
Fucking
There we go.
Go.
Why did I know this would happen?
And the other one is going to take a shot at Vondal. Vondal, your armor class is not higher than 14, correct?
No, it is not.
Another red-flighted arrow hits you for 4 damage.
Okay. At least it's only 4.
V, it is your turn.
I think Kelariis been hit the worst, so I think I'm just gonna magic missile that one.
Okay.
Leader.
The one that she's not aggroed on.
The big bad leader.
Yeah.
Follow
Sure.
the leader.
Let's go. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Oh, and another one because it's higher level. Nice. You smash him with 12 bolts of force. 4 bolts of force for 12 damage. And he tries to bring his shield up to protect himself, but it just does nothing. Kelariis, you won't like me when I'm angry.
And you are pissed.
Yeah, I'm unhappy. I'm gonna Hunter's Mark on the one that I'm attacking as I swing with my.
Here comes
I don't think you can do that. I think the only action you can do is isn't it that you can only take attack actions? I think we've been over this, but I can't remember.
I think last time you said that I could do it because it was still an aggressive action.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah,
only
yeah.
a bonus action, Hunter's
You have
Mark.
to take hostile action.
Yeah,
That's
it's hostile action, doesn't say the attack action. Yeah. So let's go
Yeah.
for it.
But I'll.
Marked by a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
I love that joke.
If you kill it, you just have to go, you have been judged.
Yeah.
The dragon.
Give me some judgment, please.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh.
And your hunter's mark damage?
1d6.
Guys, just as a pointer, that's a natural 1 on damage. Still did more damage
Oh, yes, it is.
than any of the gnolls have done.
God.
Still did more damage than any of the gnolls have done.
Okay, I'd just like to illustrate that Kelariis is basically stabbed in the back by this gnoll spear. Kelariis turns around, points with the shield arm at the gnoll. The gnoll sort of goes, "Arr?" And then Kelariis, with one swing, just sort of opens it from hip to shoulder, and it just goes
Nice.
down.
I reckon first it goes
God.
up and then down.
Yeah, it goes up a few feet, like half a foot backwards, and then down.
Good lord.
Kelariis is terrible.
Kelariis is quite literally a beast.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad she's on our side. Wink.
Yeah,
Wink.
at least for now.
Can we just be like, if a bad guy ever says, I have an army, can we just say, we have a Kelariis?
We have a dragon.
Kelariis.
We have a Dragonborn.
Grim.
Using the horn, is that an action?
Yes.
Well, it might be worth it. Or actually, now I'll probably just try and kill this thing. Actually,
It will help you because you're not wearing armor.
I know it will help me, but I feel like I can take this thing down.
Yeah, sure, okay. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
You clonk the gnoll in the shins, and you hear a cracking sound.
Ah.
Don't forget to yell your catchphrase as you do so.
Catchphrase!
Good day.
Good day!
Why do you make me do this? Good day. It should only happen when I knock them out. That's the better one.
I'm sorry, when did we hire a member of Hat Films?
When we hired.
I just love that this joke makes no sense to a huge amount of people.
Yup.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
You have to speak Dutch to get the joke.
Okay.
A morning star is called a good day in Dutch.
Is it?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It really is.
Anyway, spiritual weapon. It's gonna move and attack,
Okay,
which only uses my bonus action, which is fun.
nice. Roll me some damage, or roll me an attack. That's
Oh.
13. That does not hit. The
Damn
knoll
it.
ducks underneath the spiritual
No.
weapon swing.
Right, and then I'm gonna move in here and swing a hammer.
Okay. Hammer dunk.
Hammer time! As soon as I find my hammer. There it is.
Nice, that's a hit.
Where's my hammer?
Nice.
Where's my hammer? Oh, here it is. In.
Nice. Nice. You come in from the side and hit the knoll from behind, and it's just sort of like, oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Can I hit the knoll in front of Kelariis from here with my bow? do I have to move?
I'd say you could move. You could move and hit.
Alright. Oh, shit. Boop. Alright.
Nice.
5 damage.
5. And then I'm gonna move Lyra here and have her bite the other
Okay.
thing as well.
Bite on you.
That is not successful.
Damn.
Oh no,
Pack
Lyra
tactics.
has advantage.
Pack tactics.
Pack tactics.
Oh yes, Pack Tactics. So that is a hit.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Ah.
Nice.
And he needs to make a strength saving throw, which he does not pass.
Hey.
He is dragged down and savaged.
Nice.
Nice.
So the leader's dead. Let's see what happens to the rest of them.
At the sight of this, the Ranger Gnolls are going to. Whoops. One of them is going to use his action to disengage, and he's going
Run
to.
the fuck away.
Yeah, he's going to move his full movement.
Jeez, those things
Wait,
move
hold on.
fast.
No, they don't. I'm just trying to measure the
Okay.
distance, and I've actually forgotten how far you can actually move. It's only 30. Same as you guys.
Okay, good. Same as the spiritual weapon, I'm pretty sure as well. So I think it's got 30 feet of movement.
This one is not going to
Could
disengage
move
because he's not
20
in
feet.
combat. He is going to retreat, but he is going to take a parting shot again at Vondal. That's a hit. 6 piercing damage.
Yeah, it's only 6.
Yeah, okay, he's gonna try and stab you again, Grim.
Okay.
That's a hit. You take 6 piercing damage.
Ah, that's fine.
Deducted by 3?
No, he's not wearing his heavy armor.
Oh.
B, it is your turn.
Okay, since these bastards are running away, I'm going to cast Entangle. Bye.
Okay.
Well then.
Okay. Strength saving throw. That's a crit success.
God damn it.
Oh, man.
But he is still slowed by the difficult terrain. He's just not hit.
God damn it.
No bonus action to take.
Nope.
Okay. Kelariis. You really need a bonus action.
I do.
Yep.
Oh,
Next time you learn a cantrip, maybe.
Because I'm definitely not getting there. So you know what? I'm gonna move.
You can do if you were to sprint. You could sprint and cut him off.
Cut him off at the pass.
I think.
This guy there would mean if he wants to go past you, you'd get an attack opportunity.
You could literally move right in front of him without taking an attack of opportunity by running there and then there. And then he would have to use disengage to get away from you. or fight you.
True.
And you
He's one of the ones with the bows, correct?
Yeah, they both have bows and spears, but some of them
Okay.
took up ranging positions because they were further back.
Hmm. Trying to... Yeah, you know what? I'll do it. And I guess preemptively I'll transfer the hunter's mark.
Okay.
Because the other one died. Assuming I get to fight this one at some point, but who knows? Might just
You
run away.
you sprint up in front of him, skid in front of him, and then just point at him, and then just draw across your throat.
Yes.
Why would I put my
I mean,
finger against
after-
his throat?
Especially after he saw her cleave one of his friends in half.
And kill his leader.
Grim, it's
Yeah.
your turn.
Well, help
No,
kill his
Lyra
leader.
did that.
Yeah, Lyra
Yeah,
did that.
there with that.
I
Alright.
am going to start off with a Morning Star
Okay.
swing.
Crack. Okay, roll me some damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't enough?
You strike the knoll basically like in the gut with your morning star, and you feel it basically like it breaks through the soft spots in the armor, and it sort of like keels over, sort of like tries to like swipe at you, and then sort of like limply just falls down as you pull away.
Nice. Then I action surge,
Okay.
and I use I use Commander Strike.
Okay.
Kelariis.
Finish him.
Finish him. Finish him. Pretty much.
Alrighty.
Look,
Wow.
your minimum
Adding
damage
8
right
to
now.
attack's damage roll. God
Yep.
damn.
Yeah, your minimum
imagine?
damage is.
17.
So hang on. So that'd be.
Yeah.
It's 60. It's like 17.
Well, I have to
Something
hit him.
Yeah, it'd be.
Can you
It'd
imagine?
be
though?
17.
God,
No, it'd be
no.
18 because Hunter's Mark.
I missed that one.
Yeah, it's the 18
No.
because you have Hunter's Mark.
Oh.
Oh snap!
God.
So yeah, minimum damage is 18 because Hunter's Mark.
No, I mean you hit because of the 18 because of Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Yep. And minimum damage is 18 because of the Hunter's Mark.
Do you need me to roll the damage, or
Yes.
is that just?
Yep.
Okay.
I need to see how badly you fucked this guy up.
16 plus 8, and then add. Come on, give us
Oh,
the Hunter's
right.
Mark.
Okay, can we appreciate
Okay.
that she just rolled maximum damage?
Yeah.
And she gets 8
And
more.
also,
and
and
Hunter's
Grim.
Mark.
And Grim.
Yeah, can you roll me the Hunter's Mark as well?
Yeah.
Please be a 6.
Okay.
Ah.
Aw.
But
How do
Damn
you
it.
kill him?
I'm trying to think. All right, you know what? I drew my hand across my throat, or like
Yeah.
I did the whole throat
You
thing. I'm
you
gonna do that
point,
to him.
thumb, neck.
Yeah, and I do that to him basically.
Okay.
With
Because-
her sword.
I deliver on my threats. Apparently.
Okay, you slit his throat in a single strike, and it's sort of like it's like he fountains blood as he goes down, and
Oh.
dying from having your throat cut is not terribly pleasant. So he's like literally just sort of like writhing and kicking on the ground.
Jesus Lord.
Do you mercy kill him, or do you just leave
yeah,
him
I'm
to
gonna
bleed
mercy
to
him.
death?
I'm not like cruel.
Okay. You
Jesus
like
Christ.
as he's like sort of writhing on the ground, you flip the blade over and just in one fluid motion you kneel and run him through the heart in the same motion.
Jesus.
Nailed it.
Well.
Grim's
Yeah,
Grim's just like, damn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Has it-
Nice.
Vondal.
Hard
Grim, yep.
eyes.
Grim has the anime sparkling eyes again.
Pretty
God
much.
damn.
There's our obligatory senpai joke.
Yeah.
As a wise
I mean,
man
she
once
is-
said, get dunked on.
Yeah, think done.
I mean, she did literally just like do like over 20 points of damage in one.
Yeah,
Absolutely
and
no
allow me
reason.
to point out, he had 9 HP remaining, so you overkilled him by twice his remaining HP.
Nice.
Well.
Like, even if he had been a heroic level character, you would have one-shot him.
Correct.
Jesus Christ.
Cool. Of course. Well,
Power of teamwork.
I know. Teamwork.
Finish him!
Finish him.
Christ.
Oh.
Teamwork makes the dream work,
Yep.
I guess.
Vondal, what are you
For
doing?
the history books.
I don't think. I'm trying to think whether it's worth pulling a Kelariis and just dashing in front of the one that's trying to run away. Because I might do that.
Afraid you might show yourself up.
No, well, yeah, actually, because I don't quite have as much outright power as Kelariis to land the finishing blow.
Yeah, I mean, Kelariis pretty much just like sprinted up there, like did
Yeah.
the whole like threatening thing, and then just literally did the whole death.
Yeah,
She
I'm,
did
I'm,
the whole death!
I'm probably just gonna let him go so that we're left with 2 sleeping gnolls.
Oh, but I
Um,
tried to entangle him!
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but-
shoot him.
Yeah, I
on
mean,
my next turn,
Arya's
so-
going to shoot him next turn anyway because it's kind of her mantra. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to
So-
you as a character. Do you think it's?
Yeah.
Are you going to let him run away?
Well, no, I'll probably leave. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him to run away.
Yeah.
And you know what? Let's inflict wounds to finish off the sleeping one.
You're going to just murder a sleeping gnoll.
I mean,
Why
they're
not?
not. I mean,
They're evil
They're
bastards.
scavengers!
yeah, but they killed a guy.
Yeah.
What do I?
I mean, I say they're scavenger as in they're evil bastards, Luka,
Oh.
not as in just spare them, because no.
I mean, I don't take
I mean,
scavenger to be a bad word.
The question is that in your alignment?
He probably thinks about doing it and then thinks about his action. Just goes. "Nah." I guess he just kind of moves there and doesn't really do anything. Like he raises his hammer and then just kind of lowers it again. Because there's not really much I can do.
Arya?
All right, I'm gonna shoot the guy that's running away.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
Do I have an advantage?
No.
Damn.
Just sails past.
Okay.
He is going to attempt
Hold
to run
on.
away. Oh,
I'm not done
you're
yet.
not done yet. Okay.
Lyra's gonna come up here and bite this guy.
Alright.
Hold on.
He wakes up as he's attacked.
Oops.
Oh, I don't know why I clicked that. Take your one. Okay, yeah. He takes 9 damage. He wakes up. Vondal, I will say, like, you can hit him because I don't want you
Okay.
to have wasted your like action.
Okay, so as he's waking up, I just smack him.
Yeah, bitch.
Nice.
Yeah, you just sort of like he wakes up to being like sort of savaged by this wolf, and he tries to like crawl away, and you just sort of like crush him as he retreats, just like.
Oh
Eh.
god.
Wow.
Snap his back in half like a twig.
Oh.
I was thinking more just like turn his head into paste, but sure.
No, crack his spine.
Oh yeah, hold on. He gets to 10, 2, 4. He's gonna keep running because holy shit, he was not expecting this. It's still V's turn. I keep clicking the turn button back.
How far away is this guy?
About 80 feet.
How far is matching missile again?
Pretty goddamn far.
I think it's 90. Hold on.
Yeah, really far.
Actually, it's JK. It's 120.
Wow.
Boom.
Yeah, magic missile's a good spell.
With spell,
I think I'm
magic,
gonna
get
move
spell,
like here.
get spell sniper feet, 240 range.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that's high.
Nice.
Shit.
Nice.
That's 4 crit.
Oh, that's max damage.
Yeah,
Maximum
you know what? You
damage.
just you blow him to pieces as he runs away.
He's
But
just
you-
broken the tree line. He
much
thinks he's
more.
safe. Then
You don't blow him to pieces. Like you sort of like you're because they're bolts of force. They don't really do any like that sort of like you watch the bolts of force just like fly towards him, and they hit him like 1, 2, 3, and he just falls limp like a ragdoll.
he goes flying so far, he smacks into that tree.
He ragdolls, gets stuck in the ground slightly, starts to vibrate, and then just disappears off the map at high speed.
Wow.
Video game graphics! Yay!
No, that doesn't happen.
Jesus Christ!
That should happen.
This is like overkill of the century happening right now.
Kelariis,
Overkill
you're
century.
covered in gore.
I'm covered in gore. I'm
Massive.
gonna move to there because that's the furthest
Yeah.
I can go.
I mean, I should probably just like kill this combat music because that Knoll is about to wake up and he's gonna basically be surrounded.
Die!
Yeah, that's
I might as well get rid of the spiritual weapon because I'm not focusing on that anymore.
We are
I
kind
mean,
of
I
like,
may
I
as well
don't need it. It can only move
transfer
20
all I
feet.
really
It's not
need to.
doing anything useful at this point.
That guy's gonna wake up like you came to the wrong
Yeah.
neighborhood, bitch.
Came to the wrong.
I like the idea that these two dolls are just kind of like, oh, is there something? Is there something in that tree line? And then they wake up to being murdered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll transfer.
Oh,
him
you've
as
made
much
it really
as I don't
emotional
need
now.
Okay, so
Wow.
he's hunter's marked, but
to. Asleep.
yeah, he's basically gonna wake up in 3 rounds. So unless you like walk up to him and just like ground execute him, which I don't really think is in any of your alignments, he's just gonna wake up and be like surrounded by you guys. You could try and like tie him up if you want.
I guess it
Yeah,
depends.
is that
Is it a
much worse than
monstrosity? I don't think so, right?
No, it's just a humanoid. It's a chaotic evil humanoid.
The thing is, I feel like we're kind of executing him by just waiting around till he wakes up.
No, this is the thing. Vondal's having like in
I mean, Arya's gonna
after
kill him.
almost not killing the first Knoll, he's now racked with a great internal debate once again.
I mean, Arya's gonna kill it, so.
I mean, they pretty much guaranteed murdered a guy, so
Yep.
Yeah, that is true.
chaotic good would be perfectly justified in killing him
Yeah.
back. Lawful good less so.
I mean,
But killing him while he's unconscious is dishonorable. That's my only point.
yeah.
Okay, wake him up.
I know, it's like, wake him up, I guess?
I guess it's dishonorable, but it's also the most peaceful way of doing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's-
weird because it's
it's-
like, let's wake you up just to kill you.
That is, yeah, because we know he doesn't stand.
I mean,
chance,
you
really.
can kill him. You can execute him mercifully whilst he's awake.
Or are we going to have to bring him along again? Anybody feel like having a null companion?
No.
Gosh.
Like,
Honestly,
I'm,
I feel like again,
Arya's
yes, it's what
straight
you
up
said.
evil.
Like,
Which
if
way?
they're less
hang on.
scared, it's kinder. Like,
Rob,
I don't
Rob,
know.
which way were we coming from?
Basically like down here, pretty much.
Okay, so we came from the south. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense, doesn't it? I think Vondal kind of just puts his hammer away and starts walking back along the path.
okay, well,
I'll just stop, like, slowly moving.
I mean, Arya's gonna kill him. Like, if anyone has any qualms
Well,
about that, speak now.
Yeah, V, you can have the eternal. You can have the debate about should we kill it whilst it's asleep, or
I feel like we should kill it while it's asleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm just probably gonna stab it through its heart while it's asleep so that it just dies.
Like having your pet sleep in, you know, or putting your pet down. Like it's because it's the humane thing to do.
Okay.
Instead of beating it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, wake up, hey, you're gonna die. Go for
Alright.
it.
Anybody's got any qualms? There we go.
Ching. It's immediately lethal because you're not in combat. So
Vondal's walking up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just inching
Vondal's
further
can
away.
have this.
Yep, you guys have all turned around, and Vondal is 75 feet down the road.
Bye.
Any?
Bye, bitch.
I just remembered. We should probably check if they had anything worth taking.
Yeah.
Or you might want to check the leader for that, but I don't know.
We can check all.
yeah, you guys can search the bodies. In the meantime, sort of Kelariis, like after the sort of like the thrill of battle is done, watching Arya just sort of like kill this sleeping Knoll is like you almost feel like a little bit disappointed that that happened. Like you Not that you wanted to fight it, but like kind of killing it in its sleep is kind of not your jam. That's just the thing. It's not going to have like any adverse effect on you. You just sort of like, oh, that was kind of not my thing. Arya, it's totally your thing. It's like totally in your alignment to do.
100% my thing.
Lore of Melora.
Meanwhile,
Yep.
Vondal's kind of just been walking away with a somewhat hanging head.
Mm.
You know, he's not exactly walked away proud of what's just happened there.
I mean, you didn't.
And to be honest, he was walking away, so he wouldn't notice it.
You didn't do anything wrong. It's more the fact that you're just like, okay, I don't want anything. I know what's going to happen. I just don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling bad that you didn't stop.
No,
Yeah,
because killing it was the right thing to do, but he just didn't want to have any part of it.
Oh well.
Like, this isn't going to cause any massive inter-party conflict. It's just individual character reactions to. But yes, you can search the bodies. Basically, on the bodies, you find. Nice.
They wouldn't happen to have any rations on them, would they?
Not that you'd want to eat Gnoll food.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, they
I
probably eat,
assumed
like,
as much.
raw meat.
On the Gnolls, basically, you find about 5 gold. Most of it on the leader. And basically the leader has this basically, like, he's got this, like, absolutely disgusting, hide pouch in his armor that, like, it smells like fucking bull sweat. It's horrible. But basically inside it is a book that you can basically assume that was stolen from the person that they murdered. And as far as you can tell, it's a spell book.
Oh.
Oh.
Which is completely useless to all of you, but
Well, spellbooks can be valuable. I guess.
it might be of value to the right person. It might just sort of like be useful to go into a library somewhere. It clearly belonged to the dead human who is now sort of buried away
Dead.
somewhere. He's not going to need it anymore, and you're unlikely to find somebody appropriate to give it to, so.
Well, I feel like we might as well bring it along.
You can always give it to the library at the Capitol.
Yeah.
So, shall I take it? Anybody else? Takers?
Go for it.
Okay, and with that, we're going to take a very brief break for the recording, and so that I can get a glass of water.